computer. Okay, now we're good.
Okay, so tonight we're going to talk really quick, well, not really quick, about some of the bonuses that Younique has to offer. And a lot of these might be kind of repetitive, but it's good to remember them and to know that sometimes they're not just available right off the bat, they're also available in more ways than one. So I'm going to start off talking about the campaign that's going on right now, and it's called the Saving Lashes and Changing Lives campaign. It's only running until we hit 1 million presenters. Is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
And so this is just, I mean, during that duration of time. After that, the campaign will be over. So what you can do is you can sponsor 3 people on your team and then sell 7 lash duos or trios, and you earn a necklace. There's 3 necklaces you can earn. They say uplift, empower, and validate. And to earn them, you have to, like, for the first one, the uplift necklace, you have to sell or sponsor the 3 people and sell 7. Sponsor and sell. And then to do that again for the second necklace, you have to repeat the steps. Sponsor 3, sell 7. You can do those sets yourself. So you can go into your VIP group and break up those sets, offer some like little discounts on things. You can message previous customers about those sets. And for the sponsoring portion, which I'm going to go ahead and like talk about this more later, but to be sponsoring, you want to have a bunch of private messages going with people, and to be offering the opportunity. So that is the Saving Lashes, Changing Lives campaign. Cheryl is going to go into detail on the fast start bonuses, and then I will come back and tell you guys about a few more things that are offered right now.
I was trying to find the charm for Saving Lashes, Changing Lives, but I can't locate it. Sorry. Okay, so Fast Start. Fast Start is huge. It's like such a thrill to earn Fast Start. And that's forever. I mean, like, it is. So they broke it up and they made it a lot more about building a business. When I joined, it was very much just getting your sales and getting your business going. For your own personal self, like learning how to sell. And now they have set it up to where you're like building an actual business. So it's set up to be something that helps you hit pink, to hit blue, to keep going that way. So there's 3 phases. And the first phase, level 1, we'll call the party phase. And that is having 5 parties and 500 in PRS. And it can be spread out amongst those parties. It can be all in one party. It doesn't really matter as long as you get a total of 5 parties and 500 PRS. And they can be your own parties too. So you definitely want them to be for hostesses because that's how you grow your network. But they can also be your own parties, which is huge. If you do that in 90 days, you get $25 in YCash. So free makeup. Woohoo! I love free makeup. If you do it in 60 days, you get $50 in YCash. And the really cool thing about this is it's also when you're, I'll get onto that in a second. So then level 2 is the share phase. So that is 5 more parties. So you've had a total of at least 10 parties. And 500 more in PRS, so $1,000 in PRS, and 3 personally sponsored people. So you've shown the opportunity to 3 people who have signed up. And if you do that in 90 days, you get $50 in YCash. Great. If you do it in 60 days or less, then you're going to get $100 in YCash. That's huge. I mean, I love it when I have YCash, and $100 is a lot of free makeup. Then there's level 3, and we'll call that the build phase. That is 5 more parties, so a total of 15. 500 more in PRS, so a total of 1,500, and you've helped your 3 sponsored also hit that level 1 fast start, the party phase. So you've helped them host at least 5 parties and get 500 in PRS. I'm doing training right now. You can't be down here. I'm sorry. You cannot be down here. Sorry. So at that point, you get $100 cash bonus, right? Brandy? Yes? $100 cash bonus if you finish that in 90 days. And you get a selfie trunk, which Brandy has. It's pretty awesome looking. I wish I could have one. Really awesome. And that's a huge perk because that's a place to store all of your product and things like that. But another thing to throw out there is that if you are not in your fast start phase, if you're not in that, you can help your people underneath you reach all these, fast start 1, the party phase, the share phase, and the build phase, and they match the bonus to you too. So the bonus that they get, you get the same bonus. That's huge. That is new. I was when Brandy was getting her bonuses, I was like, oh my gosh, because no matter what I've ever done, it's never really, I've helped other people get to their things, but it didn't matter for me. And when I didn't even realize it until all of a sudden she got her bonus, and I was like, man, I could have swore I spent some Y cash, but it looks like I still have the same amount in my thing. What happened? And then I started like panicking because I was like, oh my gosh, did I pay for that makeup when I meant to use Y cash for it? And then I was like, oh, no, I got Y cash because of Brandy. It was just exciting. So that's huge. That is a lot of fun. And if you hit those levels of Fast Start and you get all the way through Fast Start level 3, you're knocking on the door of pink. That's big because then you're getting paid on your downline. And when you hit Fast Start level 2, you also get your permanent pay raise. So you go from 20% to 25%.
And don't forget, you said you were on the verge of pink. When you hit pink in your Fast Start period, you get a $200 cash bonus.
Yep, exactly.
Brandy got all of these, so she got it.
Yeah. And imagine if you have like a bunch of people on your team at one time. If you have like a bunch of people joining your team and in their Fast Start phase, you can be getting paid bonus after bonus, even if it's Y cash, because you can turn around and buy makeup for yourself, or you can turn around and buy products to have on hand for vendor events or anything. So there's so much opportunity. Whenever they released the Fast Start program, I was super excited about the bonuses that everybody was going to be reaching, but I'm like, well, that's not me. So that's great for other people. And then they were like, oh wait, and there's a matching sponsor bonus. I was like, what? This is mind blowing, because there's so much. It's really endless opportunity for you to earn Y cash. So and cash too, because Cheryl, you got the matching 100, right? When Brady hit level 3, she also got the 100.
Did you get the matching 200?
No, you don't get it for the pink.
Okay.
The pink is the only one that you don't. And so another thing that we wanted to make sure you know is if you sponsor someone in your back office, you can click on My Office and then click on Fast Start, and you can track the people that are on your team. And that's very important, because I had people on my team who are maybe not super business builders. They're in just as like hobbyists. And they didn't realize, they weren't aware of the Fast Start program and how exactly it works. And so it's very important when you do have those people that are just kind of like buying a couple products for themselves, or maybe doing one party for them or a friend, but they don't really understand the full concept of all of the Fast Start programs, that you reach out to them when you see that they're getting close. Shout them out on Facebook, because a shout out, you never know. People might see that and be like, well, she's doing good in her business, I'm going to support her. But also personally reaching out to them and messaging them about the bonuses that are available. Because if somebody has like $100 or $200 towards their first Fast Start, they might be willing to actually like try a little bit when they know that there's a bonus on the line. And the other thing about that is, like Cheryl said, it is better if your parties are customer hosted parties. But I had a situation where the girl had her sales, but she didn't have the parties. And I was like, dude, go start like 5 parties for yourself. It's okay. Go ahead and cash in and get that huge bonus, especially before the 60 days, because it doubles within those first 60 days. So she was able to start some parties even for herself and get that bonus. And then now she's kind of motivated to get some parties going for other people. And like Brandy said, there is the pink and 90-day bonus. It's only available during the first 90 days of joining, and it is non-matching. So if you hit pink, your sponsor doesn't get that. They will get all the bonuses up until then in the Fast Start program, but they won't get that matching for the 90 days. And it's a $200 cash bonus when you hit pink in 90 days. And like Brandy said again, if you are pushing towards all those Fast Start phases, you are most likely going to be knocking on the door of pink. And then the other bonus that I definitely wanted to cover was the exemplary bonus. And yeah, it's awesome. No matter what status you are, it could be a black status person in the company. If they get paid as for the month as pink or blue status, this bonus is available to them. And how it works is if you're pink or blue status, at the end of the month, you receive 8% on your newly sponsored personal retail sales. So what this means is people in the Fast Start period. So for example, if I sponsored someone and they sold $500, I sponsor them tomorrow, they sell $500 this month, okay? I would get 8% of that if I was paid at pink or blue status. So if I ended the month at pink status, if I ended the month at blue status, I would get paid 8% of their $500. So that's a $40 bonus payout. And especially when you have a bunch of people going and running at the same time, you can see how these can stack up really fast. I know when Brandy was running, I kept messaging them like, oh guys, guess what? You're also getting this. Oh guys, guess what? You're also getting this. And Brandy's like, shut up. I'm like, another $100. Oh, guess what? Another $200. They were both like, stop. I'm like, I keep remembering all these bonuses you're going to get. This is awesome.
You did the $200 one on my live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. I was like, oh yeah, by the way, you're going to get $200 bonus. She was like, shut up, and started bawling. And I'm like, sorry. had to but these bonuses, it's like beneficial for everyone because you want to see the people on your team succeed, hopefully, and it does you both well because whenever they're succeeding, you're also succeeding, and like I said, you get that matching bonus, so you're both kind of working together. You're shouting them out because you want them to do good. They're excited and they're pushing harder and more motivated to succeed. So it promotes everybody going up, and that's awesome. There's also elite and exclusive bonuses available. I'm not really going to cover those too much, but just know there are so many different payouts throughout the company. And I know sometimes it's hard to stay on top of it because it's like, hey guys, we got a Fast Start bonus. Hey guys, we got this going on. And sometimes it's a little over your head, probably. But it's important to try to understand and take advantage of these, because if you're really working this as a business, you want to maximize on all of these payouts that Younique is giving you. And to be educated on, how you can do it and how you can help the people that are on your team also achieve these payouts. Because I know there could have been people on my team that potentially would have missed over the Fast Start thing if I didn't simply reach out and say like, hey, you're really close. If you complete just, this and this, you're going to get this. So it's important too, if you're sponsoring people, to reach out to them and just kindly say, hey, this is what you need. Let's get it done. And ultimately, like, we don't want you just to know about how, like, what bonuses are available. We want to educate you on how to reach them. And so remember, if you are partying, that is like number one key point to your business. I can promise you, like, my business has suffered this month because of my lack of parties. I had surgery, I went to Punta Cana, and then I was worried about flying back to Germany, and I literally let the month slide me by, and it's been like, but that's what happens when you don't party. And I know, like, that's the key to my success. And so I was already telling Cheryl, I'm like working my butt off these next couple days to get parties on the books for November. So my November is like sure to be what I want it to be.
Remember.
Yeah, November. And November's always good. Like, there's usually awesome kudos. And people start their Christmas shopping and finish their Christmas shopping.
Black Friday specials.
Oh, Black Friday, yeah.
Cyber Monday specials. Typically.
Yes, how could I forget? So, yeah, definitely get the parties on the books. But your partying leads to networking. You need to be, like, private messaging people in those parties and actually making contacts. and then using those contacts to lead to more parties and more conversations. Because when you have more conversations, you're making more friends, you're talking about life, you're talking about products, people are going to be buying more, and you're going to be able to offer the opportunity more. And when you're able to do that, you're going to build your business strong and fast. So anyway, that's pretty much all we had. I just wanted to really like recap over these bonuses. I know we have a lot of new people that have joined recently, and like I said, sometimes they can get like out of hand. We also on the Glam Girls page have a post. Cheryl, I posted that since my Facebook.
I'm pretty sure. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay, and we'll bump it up. But we have videos of the Fast Start program. I'm gonna, for one of us, will give that.
I'm gonna go bump it now.
The bump, and that way you can watch those videos. If you forget like the numbers, you don't have to come back to this video if you don't want to watch it again. But you can watch
quick
those
little, like minute-long videos.
Yeah, just short little clips that tell you what to do and what you're going to get from it, what to do, what you're going to get from it. And just break it down. Work on Fast Start 1. Once you hit that, go for number 2. I mean, I don't know, maybe Brandy even has some tips to give us whenever she worked on towards hitting hers. Or I know you had a lot of parties going.
I had a lot of parties going because I had a lot of time to plan before I joined. So, but for me, it was, I had a customer base from before.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really kind of fit into the typical mold. I had a customer base from before with a lot of people who didn't buy in those 6 months that I was gone. And so they were all just kind of like, I need more makeup. I need more this. I need more that.
Mm-hmm.
But I started out.
She also did it in 17 days. So what she did in 17 days is very
90 days to do.
attainable in 90 days.
Right.
It's definitely, without a doubt. It's just you have to get out there and start talking to people and asking people to party.
Right. And I mean, I had 6 parties going day one. One was my launch party, and 5 were friends and family who were willing to host for me.
Yeah. And I definitely think part of your success wasn't just, that people had waited and not bought products. That's really big. But I also think it was how like out there you were. You were doing live videos every day. You were posting in the parties every day. You didn't ghost anybody. You didn't not show up. Whenever it came time to show up, you showed up. And I think that really contributed to you being so successful so fast. You could think that it was the customers, and stuff, but I think it was you just showing up and being there.
Without a doubt. I mean, if you had just joined Younique and not been posting and not been live, and if people had seen that you weren't as enthusiastic as you were, I don't think you would have gotten it. You were very definitely out there after it.
Enthusiasm and being willing to put yourself out there is definitely part of it. Like you said, if I had gone out there and was like, hey, so I'm back with Younique and, if you need some makeup. But it was, hey, I'm back and we're bigger than ever and we're better and we're going to do this and let's do this, that, and the other together. And da-da-da-da-da. And, I mean, I never would have approached Heather with the opportunity. Heather came to me and was like, hey, I think I want to do this. I'm like, okay, let's talk.
Yeah, exactly. Does anybody have any questions over any of the bonuses or anything that's like available to you, or anything to comment on? Anything you want to talk about working on with your business, or game plans for November?
We need to help get Heather another person because she is one person short of Fast Start 2.
Oh my goodness.
So if there are any ideas for that.
Has she done the, Brandy, did she do the 3 questions post?
I don't think so. Heather, did you do the 3 questions post?
I don't think she did.
I think you did.
I don't remember seeing Heather do the 3
What
questions.
is that? I don't even know what that is.
Oh my gosh. I'll find it and I'll send it to you. I'll take care of you.
You're the bomb.
Yeah, whoop whoop. Okay, I'm trying to think. Let's go ahead and announce what Cheryl's like. What are we announcing? So I'm going to just go ahead and throw this out there. Not really sure what it's going to be, but which reminds me I need to send Allie her gift because I have not done that yet. But we're going to do a November challenge. And I think we're going to do a challenge to go live every single day of November. And I know some of you guys will rock that. Some of us, it was going to be a struggle because we're a little camera shy sometimes. But we're going to do this, and we're going to do it as a team. And I actually think that we will make a post in the Glam Girls, like an accountability post, so we can just check in there and say, like, I've done it, you know, to kind of try and hold each other accountable. And then we're going to do some kind of like giveaway or something for the people that stick with it and rock through it. And it does not have to be lives about makeup every single day. You can live your kids at the park. You can live this,
and
that, and
Thanksgiving is this month, so it doesn't have, I mean, like, live something that you're doing for Thanksgiving, like if you're making a special dessert or anything, it doesn't matter. Just live something.
Yeah, a post talking about what you're thankful for. You can talk about what you're thankful for every day and throw some of them in as unique products, you know, anything. But when you go live, you're expanding your audience. If you guys don't know this, whenever you go live, when people jump on your live video, it notifies their friends that your friend is watching that video. And so you sometimes will end up with people that you don't even know on your video. And that's because, or like, for instance, if Cheryl's live, sometimes I get on Cheryl's live or something, and then all of a sudden it starts saying my friends are watching. I say so-and-so is watching, and I'm like, well, that's my person. And I'm like, how did they get on there? That's how. And that exact way is like a good way to grow your customers and stuff, because you'll get random people following you. And anyway, they, you know, even if you're not talking about products, you can always thank them for watching your live video and stuff. So I think we're going to do that challenge. I'll make a post about it in the Glam Girls. Cheryl brought up that idea and I love it. So, and it's going to help all of us, I think, rock out in November. Get some.
I'm trying to find, I have a quote written down somewhere in my phone. I just can't find it, about a live video a day and what it does for your business. I can't find it though.
A live video a day keeps your sponsor away.
Haha! No, that's not it. Probably wouldn't. It'd probably have me like messaging like, "Oh my god, I loved your live."
Yeah. I know. Every time I see anyone's live, I try and jump on it.
Okay, so question. When we go live, you can either see the comments or you can see who's joining. How do you see both at the same time?
Sometimes you can't.
Yes.
It's only who it puts up. Like, Facebook chooses who it wants to tell you is on and who isn't. So if you can see the number growing, and sometimes people are watching and the number isn't there. I've had people actually watch my entire video without actually clicking in. And they'll message me out about it afterwards, especially now that Facebook plays the audio.
Mm-hmm.
They can hear everything without ever clicking in. And so they watch your entire live. And sometimes I've had people, and I'm like, I hate when I'm on live and no one's on. Like, if nobody hops on, I feel so awkward. I keep talking, but I feel like stupid. And I keep going, but hoping that somebody is going to pop on and I can feel comfortable again. But I'll see that number grow, and I know. And if I do, I'll say something like, you know, hey, if you're here, it's not telling me who all's getting on today, so just drop me a message so I know you're here. Even if it's showing me other people, I'll just go ahead and say that, just so that, like, I've seen the number change, so I know somebody's there. But sometimes people watch your whole live without ever clicking into it, and it won't even tell you that they're watching.
And there's a way, Heather, I don't know if it'll work with your phone, but I know on my phone I can do this. On my iPad I can't. Sometimes you can swipe and see who's there, which I can show you tomorrow at the gym. Just don't let me forget.
But even when you swipe and do that and see who's there,
it doesn't always show.
Right. Sometimes it just says +3 or +6 or +1 or something. And I've had it to where there's like 6 faces there, and it'll show me like Becca's face and Brady's face and then say +4, but there's still 4 more boxes.
I think those are people that you may not be friends with, but may follow you.
Maybe.
That's what I've kind of figured it out to be.
Okay, so
When's the best time?
go
When's
ahead.
the best time to do the lives?
That's a good question.
That is a really good question. It's going to depend on your personal following. So, for me, I know Brandy does her lives every day around 10 a.m. She has stay-at-home moms who watch her, who religiously watch her, who are on every single time without fail. I typically try to do my lives in the afternoon. May not necessarily, or in the evening, like either 2 o'clock before I'm going to pick my kids up from school, or like 8, 9 o'clock after I put my kids in bed. One or the other. Those are the times that work for me house-wise, and people are always on. If I get on like at 6 o'clock, I never get anybody, and I'm guessing it's because most of my friends are cooking dinner, right? Like this is the time most of my friends are. So you have to look at what your what your friend base is, and what times you think they're online. So if you're watching on your you can see how many people are online that you're friends with in your chat bar. You hop on when there's a bunch of people online. That's the best time to go live.
And some other things about that is definitely try and like give it a catchy name. So if you say like makeup with me or something like that, a lot of people are gonna be like, not really interested in the makeup. Like, but if you put like, guess what I'm getting into today or something like that, people are gonna click on it because they want to know. Like,
What
you have
is
to
she
leave
getting
people
into?
insistence. Yeah. So try and give it like a catchy name. And also what I was going to say is even if you can't like welcome people when they hop on, if Facebook's not telling you, like if it says like Heather hopped on, then sometimes I try and say like, hey Heather, how's your day going? Like ask them a question to try and promote them like commenting. But the other thing is, even if people aren't jumping on, I like to sometimes, because people don't know. They don't know. I mean, yes, it has a little viewer, but like Cheryl said, sometimes people aren't always like clicking into the video and they don't know if like somehow that's glitchy or anything. So I always like to try and say like, thanks for hopping on, thanks everyone who's hopping on, people don't know who's on and who's not on.
Hey, Renee.
And you don't either.
Mom, hey Renee, yeah.
Renee.
Oh my gosh, you're crazy. And the other thing during a live video that's a really good tip is to try and ask questions. If you do have any viewers on, try and post like, hey guys, I'm going to try out a new lipstick. Do you think I should try blue or pink? 2 different colors, and be like, A, if you think blue lipstick, pink, B, and let those people comment, because when they start commenting, it's showing up in more people's feeds. The more comments, the more likes, the more action you have on your video, it's going to put it in more people's feeds, because Facebook sees it as something that other people want to see. And so they share it other places. So just a few tips.
And try to go live on your personal wall, not necessarily in your VIP group, because that's going to get you out to a bigger audience. I know it's safe in your VIP group because that's your lines, but in order for you to get out more and get views and whatnot, you really want to do it on your personal wall versus your VIP room if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. Also want to throw this out there. When you're doing live video, it's okay to ask people to share it, but be careful, because once you start building an audience and you have a lot of people who are sharing it, Facebook, when they hear that you're asking people to share, will close your Facebook down. That's something new that just started happening. With Halloween makeup, all the girls doing the Halloween makeup and having their lives shared, they're closing people's Facebooks, like big beauty bloggers. Yeah, Michaela's had 3 girls that she follows that do the makeup, that have been doing the Halloween makeup, that have lost their Facebook.
Nobody share Becca's videos ever.
Don't share. Don't share.
So ask people to share.
Oh my gosh. You know what?
Where you're having lots of people share, stop asking.
That makes me wonder, because the day that I lost my Facebook is when I was asking people to share Darcy Lynn's post for America's Got Talent. Remember, I was saying, please share this and everyone vote for her. I literally asked.
Michaela follows this one unique girl who did a really, a couple of really amazing videos. She kept telling me about them, but I never had time to see them. And they took down all of her videos. They didn't shut down her Facebook, but they took every one of her videos that she's ever done and pulled them all off of Facebook completely. Every video she's ever done.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
I was like, I freaking hate Facebook sometimes.
Yeah. Like a month or so ago, if somebody was like, "I'll pay you $1 million to lose your Facebook," I'd be like, no, probably not. But maybe I helped a little girl win $1 million by sharing and losing it. I'll just put it that way. Anyway.
Quote about a video a day is a video a day keeps a lot of paychecks coming your way.
Ooh, that's a good.
That's it. And I do know personally from my experience, when I'm going live more, I get lots more random, not in a party sales. When I am being very consistent about my lives, I get lots of not in a party sales. Lots of my customers coming to me and saying, "Oh my gosh, that lipstick that you tried out, I have to have it." And if you don't know what to go live about, I mean, there's 1,000 topics, but if you're really struggling, message one of us. I have no, I mean, Brandy comes up with all kinds of really crazy things to talk about in her lives. There's a few of them that I will never forget, like the day that she asked about what's your favorite Pop-Tart flavor. And I was like, what the hell? Why are we talking about Pop-Tart? But it made me click in.
Yeah.
And you stayed.
I did, because I had to know what everyone's favorite was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that will be our November challenge. I'll make sure we get a post about it. Hi, Dad. I have no idea what it. Oh, that's my wine I left at their house, and it's gone.
And it's gone. It was good.
I guess so. Anyway, does anyone else have any other questions?
I have one more question. Like,
Okay.
you know how people do like hashtag Sweater Sunday, whatever? Can I do like a hashtag that says like, what was it? Uniquely making me look good or something like that. Can I do something like that? Or can I not use unique name in a hashtag? I'm new, so I don't know what all the rules are and stuff.
No, I think you should be able to do any kind of hashtag you want. Like you can do unique makeup looks. I think really the only rule on like not using the unique name is if you make like a website, which is a domain, which is probably something that you're not even aware of yet. But you can't use unique on that. But other than that, like the hashtags and stuff, that's really okay. That's a good question.
I've never heard that you couldn't use unique in a hashtag.
Yeah. But once again, if you are, trying to pique interest, I might even just put like makeup look or something like that, because some people, as soon as they see unique, they might check out if they've tried it or had any kind of issues with a unique rep before, things like that. So you don't want to turn anyone away. I
was just like earlier today, I was going to post like hashtag, Sweater Sunday and then hashtag uniquely make it look good or something like that. Just definitely not like in a live or anything. Just in
yeah, that totally works. Yeah.
Another tip about hashtags, as long as we're talking about hashtags, a tip about hashtags is make a hashtag that is for you and you alone. That way, because hashtags are clickable, right? So when someone clicks on them, it'll pull up every hashtag, every picture, every post, every video, every anything that has that hashtag attached. So if you hashtag it with your hashtag, your own personal code, it'll pull up everything you've ever posted if someone clicks on it.
And I have something saved in my phone about hashtags. I'll try to find it and post it in the groups.
Okay. You also want, if you do that, you want it to be something that's just yours, because if anyone else uses it, then they'll have to like skim through stuff. But if you can find something that is like just you, then that would be nice for people to have easy access to like all your looks that you post or whatever.
Well, I hashtag more glam and I hashtag MGM, which I know MGM is going to go straight to MGM Studios, right? But I'm also like, hey, anytime someone clicks on MGM, they might see me.
Yeah, that's true.
So I have my more glam that if anybody clicks on that, it's just going to pull up me. It's not going to really pull up anybody else with my more glam, but it will pull up other people with MGM, but I fear it might click other people into being interested in that too.
That's smart.
Both ways.
Did anybody else have any other questions?
Go.
Cheryl was raising her hand.
I think she was sending a child away.
I-
Be wrong. Oh,
I'm just kidding.
there's Tinley.
Let's go. Go. You probably heard The Walking Dead in your sister's room. Go to sleep. Oh, well, that's okay. It was probably the cat. Go to sleep.
All right, I just posted it. It's a hashtag for engagement graphic.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we will jump off here then. If nobody else has any other questions, and hopefully you guys got some insight on some of the bonuses that are available to you and to you when you start sponsoring and building your team as well. So we will see you guys next week.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
everybody.
Have a good evening.
Bye.